Hello, Mayson.
Hey, Paul.
Elvis.
Hey, Paul.
And Larry.
Hi, Paul. How's it going?
It's going good. I got pizza and some chicken wings. Felt like chicken wings tonight.
Ah, cool. Oh, it's barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, what do you like, buffalo sauce? Nick likes buffalo sauce.
I like teriyaki.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I like buffalo sauce, but barbecue's good.
Who likes buffalo sauce? It's like hot vinegar.
What's wrong with hot vinegar?
So, Paul, you helped us make our characters, and I can't help but notice that basically we all just have scads of HP, and that is not usual for the system we're using.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of evasion.
Yes,
So,
your armor class. The enemy either hits you or they don't.
well, I look at this and I feel very naked.
You should. You could be killed by a house cat even if you're wearing full plate mail.
You know, house cats can do that in real life if you're allergic.
See, there you go. Realism. So, anyway, you guys are an adventuring party. You have been at this for a little while. You are all the D&D equivalent of level 5, and you are basically D&D characters. You have been battling skeletons for your illustrious careers.
I hate skeletons.
Yes, I encouraged you guys to come up with backstories, hopefully corny backstories.
A skeleton killed my mother, and then my father went out to avenge my mother, and he was killed by a different skeleton. My older brother went out to avenge him, and then he was killed by yet another completely unrelated skeleton. I also had a childhood friend. He fell down a well and drowned, but then he was raised to be an evil skeleton, and when I tried to comfort him, he bit me. There is no skeleton that can be redeemed. I am Elvis, smiter of skeletons, paladin of the god Skelismite. My sword, the Skelebiter, glows blue whenever a skeleton is nearby. Weirdest thing though, it is always glowing blue, which means either it's broken or there's a skeleton hiding around every corner!
All right, and Mayson.
Yes, I am a monk. I went up to the mountains to train in a hyperbolic time chamber for 100 years. While I was up there, I learned to eject energy from my hands for about 5 seconds. Thus equipped, I returned to civilization to use my powers on evil skeletons. I hate skeletons because they remind me of my evil father, who used to beat me. He was an old man, kind of skeletal.
All right, you got a nemesis baked in. And Larry.
I am a rogue. I steal things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not a lot of people will hire me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you hate skeletons?
Yes.
Perfect, you're hired.
I hate everybody.
What?
I said I hate skeletons.
Ah, good. Well, did you know that smiting skeletons is divine work? I guess everything is kind of divine work when you look at how many gods there are. It's a very large pantheon, but skeleton smiting is especially important to my god.
Can I wear piercings into work?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
How about tattoos? Are those cool?
Yes, I suppose tattoos are good. I would encourage you to get a tattoo of, like, smashing a skeleton's head.
Actually, that sounds rad. I'm totally gonna get one of those. I have that by the time the game starts.
Well, the game starts in a tavern.
Oh, of course.
And not just any tavern. This tavern is owned by the Adventuring Guild.
Oh, I love those guys.
Indeed.
They tell me where the skeletons are.
That's right. You don't find skeletons in just any random cave. Someone has to tell you where the correct cave is.
The Adventuring Guild is a service.
You guys are there in the tavern. You are sitting around a table, staring blankly at each other, as is your custom.
What were we doing before?
Waiting for a new quest. You weren't on a quest before, so you were just waiting.
I bet we were shopping. Mayson, you take forever to shop. We go downtown and you spend hours looking at the catalog.
I want to make sure I'm getting a good deal.
They sell all the healing potions for exactly the same amount. Every single shopkeep, there's no haggling.
Elvis, you don't know there's no haggling until you check every single shopkeep, okay?
There's a ding at the front of the tavern. Ding ding. Adventure's up.
Finally. Sick of staring at you guys. It's getting weird.
Do you know you have a funny mole on your left cheek?
I did not spend 100 years meditating in a hyperbolic time chamber just to sit here.
What is the adventure, yon fair maiden? This is a maiden, right?
Yes, it's one of the barmaids. She hands you an envelope, and she says, "Here you are, my lords. Next skeleton." All the details are listed inside.
Thank you. I like your earrings, by the way. Are those new?
Oh, these? No, I wear them all the time.
Ah, well, don't let it bother you that I only noticed them just now. I'm not very perceptive.
Okay, come on, let's see the envelope. What do we got? Skeletons?
Of course! You open the letter and it says skeletons in bold letters at the top of a map. There's an arrow pointing to a cave.
I knew it! Another cave full of skeletons. When will the skeletons learn?
Learn what?
To exist. Not to exist. Stop existing, skeletons. Let's go make them stop existing.
I don't want to go.
Larry, why not? We've been waiting around looking at each other.
Well, why should we?
Because skeletons are an affront to society, and we are doing the world a service by killing them all.
Couldn't we do the tavern a service by just ordering drinks and not going to fight the skeletons?
Yes, that would serve the tavern, but it would not serve the world. Come on, get up.
Oh, okay. God, I was gonna go.
I don't want to hear it, young man. You zip your lip and you march your way to those skeletons, okay? We are killing skeletons today, and you are going to like killing skeletons.
God, fine.
All right, you guys go outside into the quaint medieval town. And there, standing before you, Mayson, is a man with a thick patriarchal mustache. He makes eye contact with you and says, Mayson,
Dad?
I've finally caught up to you.
You were looking for me?
Yes, ever since you ran away, I've had something I wanted to tell you, son.
Oh, well, I was in a hyperbolic time chamber for a really long time. How come you didn't find me when I was there?
Well, where is that? In the mountains? I already did that once. I'm not going back up there. I hate those guys. I burned every bridge.
Oh, they didn't mention that.
I'm 3 times the men any of those monks were. Listen, I came here to tell you something very urgent. Mason, look at me.
Okay.
Are you looking at me?
Yes.
Make eye contact when you're looking at me.
Okay, I'm making eye contact.
Mason, you'll never amount to anything. Okay, that's what I had to tell you.
But, Dad, you have been looking for me ever since I ran away from home just to tell me I wasn't going to amount to anything?
Yeah, I didn't want you to think I was going to change my mind or get sentimental or something like that. I kept thinking, oh God, what if my boy, while he's away from me, has forgotten how much I disrespect him?
Well, no, Dad, I didn't forget.
Yeah, you did. Look how shocked you are. You're like a gay kid.
Okay, first, I am not, and second of all, this is a different time, Dad. We can be gay kids if we want.
No, son of mine.
Well, again, no son of yours. Yes, I'm just saying, though, I can if I want. I could if I want to.
No.
Yes, Dad, would you just shut up and get out of my way, please? I'm gonna go kill some skeletons.
Oh, he's gonna go kill some skeletons to prove that he's not interested in other men.
That's not why I'm killing the skeletons!
Don't you lie to me. Well, I'm gonna prove I'm less interested in men than you are. I'm gonna go to that same cave, and I'm gonna kill all the skeletons before you kill them.
All right, Dad, I don't know why you're just, jeez.
I will!
Mason, your dad is weird.
Yeah, we don't get along.
He does have a healthy hate for skeletons, though.
Well, my family's got a lot of them in the closet, so.
Are they in the closet like they're gay skeletons? Or...
Okay, my dad has gotten in your head. Let's just drop everything that has to do with my dad. Forget he exists. All right, everyone, together. There is no dad.
Yeah, there's no dad.
Mason, I think you should respect your father.
Elvis's hate for skeletons does not come from a healthy place. It's a weird, maybe it's a homophobia thing. I don't actually know.
He's afraid of boning.
Okay.
Look, I just think that respecting your family is very, it's...
Yes, it's something a paladin would do.
It is, that and killing skeletons.
Okay, well.
A lady nervously approaches you guys. She kind of looks like she wants to talk to you.
Hello, miss. Can I help you?
Are you the adventurers?
Yeah, we are some of the adventurers.
She drops down on her knees.
Oh, please, sirs, I have the ovarian cancer. I am going to die. It's already in my bloodstream. I need help now. What is cancer?
Mason's dad runs up and he tackles this lady. He goes, hey! And he struggles with her. He fights her to the ground.
Hey, Dad, she just wants the paladin to heal her.
She's crazy. She escaped from the mental house. I recognize this lady.
Well, does she have cancer? Is that a disease?
It's a mental disease. She's very sick. Come on, come with me.
The lady fights. No, he is going to heal me. He is going to heal me of the cancer.
No, come on. A couple of other villagers run up, and they also try to help apprehend the lady.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's no problem. I can heal the woman. I am a paladin. Lay on hands. Instantly cured.
Mason's dad goes, no, listen. Then you guys feel a hand on your shoulder. You turn around, and it's Joachim, the Adventuring Guild leader. He says, don't worry, I've got this. I am so sorry, Mayson. This lady, like your father says, she escaped from the mental facility. She actually has a, shall we say, allergy to magic. If you try to heal her, she will get very sick and die instantly.
Oh, wow, I have never heard of that, Joachim.
Yes, it's very rare, but very serious. You should not heal this woman. Here, come, let's walk. Let's talk about your next mission. I am glad I caught you.
So we shouldn't heal the lady?
No. She's fine. She has all the best help.
Okay. What do you need to talk about with our mission? Because it seems pretty straightforward. Go to cave, kill skeletons.
Yes, and you are expert skeleton killers, which is actually why I wanted to discuss with you. How did you get so good at killing skeletons? I would love for you to do a seminar and teach some of our other junior adventurers how to kill skeletons as well as you do.
You wanted to talk to us about this before we go on our mission? We could die in theory, right? You know that?
You will not die fighting these skeletons. I know. I have faith that you guys will come back soon. And the journey is going to give you time to think about how you want to do the seminar, right? So that's why I tell you now, and why I look forward to you coming back as soon as possible. Now go kill your skeletons. Think about this proposal, okay?
Oh, well, sure, Joachim. I would love to teach other people how to kill skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye, have fun. And Joachim goes back inside. You look around and that lady has been dragged off. You're not sure where they dragged her off to, but they were really quick about it.
Where's my dad?
Gone, presumably with the lady.
What do you suppose all that was about?
The lady did mention something about a variance. What do you suppose that is?
Sounds like some kind of monster.
It's not a monster. Joachim said the lady was crazy.
Yes, because there's ovarians in her.
Well, I bet that Joachim would tell us if there was anything we had to worry about, right? That's what the Adventuring Guild does. It tells us where all the danger is and where the skeletons are.
Yes, and we have skeletons to kill now. It is the most important thing.
Right. Yeah.
So, off you guys go to the nearest cave of skeletons. It's within convenient walking distance. Actually, most of these caves are. There's a lot of limestone caves nearby here. It takes you a couple of days of fairly uneventful travel, and then there you are at the mouth of the cave. There's a little sign hammered there, looks freshly hammered in, that says, "Warning, keep out." The Adventuring Guild usually puts up those signs ahead of you.
Well, this must be the place.
Yep. So, do we prepare, or?
Are you kidding? We're skeleton slayers. We just walk in, open the door, and fight the next room full of skeletons.
Right, as we do.
It's so boring.
It is invigorating, and it's good for the heart.
If you say so.
What I said is that you should zip it, young man. Now come on, let's go and kill your skeletons. And there'll be no stopping for treats until you've killed them all. I could do with less lip.
You guys open the door and walk into the cave of skeletons. And there in the first room is in fact a very manageable number of skeletons. 4 skeletons.
All right, everyone, stand guard. Remember, skeletons can be dangerous despite the fact that they are usually not.
The skeleton's ready to attack, but you guys can go first.
I run up and I chop a skeleton. Cleave, skeleton.
All right, you run up and you chop that skeleton in half.
Ha! Have at thee, skeleton.
Okay, run up and just use all of my magical fist powers to punch the skeleton to pieces.
Kia! You punch the skeleton into tiny obliterated pieces.
All right, just walk up and shove the skeleton over.
Lowry bullies a skeleton. He shoves it into the dirt. One skeleton walks up to you, Elvis, and it swings its sword. It jabs at you. Ho-ho! Almost got me, but he misses.
Oh, you surly skeleton, you.
The other skeleton gets up and swings at you, Lowry, but Lowry, you easily step aside.
Jan, could you at least try?
And now the skeletons wait for your turn. Elvis.
Cleave, skeleton!
Another skeleton dies. Mayson.
All magic power, punch! Skeleton dead!
The skeleton explodes. Wow! All the skeletons in this room are now dead. There is a closed door ahead of you. Dare you open it?
Whew, I don't know, guys. I kind of used a lot of my monk power right there. I feel like I could use, like an hour of rest.
Well, I did use 2 cleaves.
I hate this. This is why I never want to go killing skeletons.
How easy for you to say. None of your abilities require an hour of rest to replenish.
It's because I'm not an old man.
Excuse me, I am still plenty young. You'll see when you're my age that things are still great, even if you throw out your back sometimes.
So how about it? Hour of rest?
Yes, absolutely. 1 hour of rest.
Okay, and you guys rest for an hour in the first skeleton room.
Gotta restore those abilities.
Yep, you sure do. An hour passes. What next?
Well, I am ready to open yon door. Let us go, merry party.
You open the door, and there is another room of skeletons, a manageable number of them. It is good they didn't come through the door before, or otherwise there would have been a less manageable number of skeletons in one place.
Skeletons are evil, but good sports. Anyway, have at ye.
And on it goes. I assume you guys know the rest. You kill the skeletons, they pose basically no real threat to you, and every time you run out of resources, you stop for an hour and rest.
Yep, sounds right.
Gentlemen, are we not living our best lives? What could possibly be more fun?
Well,
Shut up, Lowry.
Why do you even ask?
Just a mere 12 hours in, and I think we have cleared most of this dungeon.
It's true. You now find yourself standing before 2 large doors.
Well, now would be the opportune time for a long rest. I say we sleep out in front of these doors for about 8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours sounds good.
I just want to die.
Die on your own time, Lowry. We're fighting skeletons today.
Are we being paid hourly? Why do we have to drag this out?
As you know, I cast a few spells. To recover my spells, I must sleep for 8 hours.
Oh, God.
It's very strict, Lowry. I didn't make the magic rules.
It's just gonna be a big skeleton.
All the same.
Well, you guys set up camp, and you sleep for 8 hours, taking shifts, of course, so that you don't get ambushed. The time passes. You awake feeling refreshed, and all of your magical abilities are restored.
Yes, good. I feel ready to kill a boss skeleton. Everyone ready?
Just 5 more minutes.
Larry, get up!
Oh my god, first you want to rest, then you want to go fight skeletons? Make up your mind.
I throw open the doors.
You throw open the doors, and you see a big skeleton in heavy armor. He's wielding a great sword. He's holding it just over Mason's father. Mason's father looks at you guys, and he says, Mayson! Oh, thank God. I'm nearly dead, son, but I had to tell you something before I died.
Dad?
Yes, I told you I was going to try and kill skeletons ahead of you to prove I was better than you.
But how'd you get ahead of us?
I passed you at some point during one of your rests.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But listen, I have to tell you something important.
Is it that I'm not going to amount to anything? Because you know what? That little voice is in the back of my head. I really don't need that from someone else.
No!
Okay, is it about sexuality? Because I don't need your help there.
No! Well, kind of. Listen, son. The real truth is, I actually have kind of a heart of gold.
No, you don't.
Yes, I felt so bad about that lady with the mental illness, and I hate skeletons, but I don't hate skeletons for good reasons.
See, I told you.
You did, I suppose.
You see, I once fell in love with the skeleton, but it was a male skeleton, and that sent me into spiraling self-doubt. I wondered, can a man love a man skeleton?
How could you tell the difference between a woman skeleton?
Well, there's a couple of subtle differences.
Yes, but just at a glance. I mean, I usually don't know what I'm killing.
Well, there's some personal differences, too. Listen, I figured out it was a male skeleton, and boy, it threw me for a loop, and I swore I'd kill skeletons until I could feel cleansed of my sins that I felt that I carried. It's only now, facing death, that I realize I was wrong. Wrong about skeletons, wrong about gay love, and wrong about you, Mayson. Wrong about you.
Wrong that I was gay?
I guess. I'm a terrible father. I have no idea what you're doing with your love life. I meant wrong about you never amounting to anything. You will! Just don't fall into my same trap, son. Don't let hatred be the reason you kill skeletons. Kill skeletons because you choose love and life. And then the skeleton warrior stabs him. I'm dead. And your dad lies down flat on the ground. He's bleeding to death. He's dead.
Hey! That was my dad. I think I was
They were reconciling their differences, you fiendish skeleton!
The skeleton says nothing, for it has no vocal cords.
Wait a minute, are you the skeleton he fell in love with? Was that what's going on? Is this a lover's quarrel?
Your dad has added a layer of confusion to all of our adventure.
Well, at least that makes this skeleton important, though. I mean, he was my dad's... Are you my dad's lover?
The skeleton nods.
Okay, so this is the skeleton, right?
Well, he killed your father, so... I believe there's a moral here.
That love...
Never trust a skeleton!
Right.
Suddenly, awkwardly, the skeleton turns to its side. It's not paying attention to you guys anymore. It puts up its hands and it shakes its head no. Then you hear a crack, like a firecracker or something from somewhere deeper in the cave. The skeleton falls to pieces. You hear a kunk, ka-chunk, and then a piece of the rock wall slides away. A man in a black hat, wearing a black sweatshirt and black pants, steps out. A dead body slides out in front of him. The corpse is similarly dressed in all black. He's holding a little device in his hands, and he looks up and says, "Sorry to be brusque, but we've got to go." Mayson, your dad rolls over, sits up, and yells, "Who the heck are you?"